ran out of solar power in the VANSPOWERS. Hook up my Honda and let it start charging the VANSPOWERS, and it's going to bring in about 1,000 watts or so, and that's just charged fairly quickly. $1,100 watts, 1,200 watts, 1,400 watts. Hey everybody, Live Farmer 73 here, and welcome to Hood Tech. Today we're going to be talking about fast charging solar power generators. Now I've been talking about that a lot lately, how important they are in emergency. Well, I got one for us, and it's going to be the VanPower Pro 2000. Now this one charges extremely fast, and it has a lot of good bells and whistles that I think you want to know about. So let's go get right into it. All right, before we get started, let's see what's in the box. It actually comes with a nice leather case, little carrying case for all the accessories. Okay, we have an AC adapter plug, no brick, just a straight plug. MC4 cable, standard car adapter. Instruction manual, and we have USB to USB-C adapter plugs. I'm going to show you why in a minute. Okay, let's get familiar with this generator. I see a few things right out the gate that we need to see. Check this out. The first thing I'm impressed with, we have two USB-C ports at 100 watts apiece. That's awesome. But we also have two USB-C ports at 20 watts apiece. That's where this little guy comes in, the USB-C to USB adapter. We have 136 watt DC ports, a full color digital display screen with our input, our output, our percentage, how many minutes to charge or discharge, our AC readout, our DC readout, and our Wi-Fi connection. Yes, I said Wi-Fi. You can control this with your phone or your smart device. There's even an ambient light that you can control with the app and change the color or the brightness. On the side, we have 6 2,000 watt AC outputs with a peak of 4,000 watts. We have a 13.6 136 watt carport adapter. Please excuse the dirt and the dust, you guys. I've been testing this out camping in real life, so it's a little dusty, but you don't mind, I'm sure. So let's check out the input. Here we have a reset button. We have our 60 volt input for our MC4. Connect your MC4 to your solar panels and you're ready to go. It takes 600 watts of solar, or you can connect your cigarette lighter with the exact same adapter. So you can be charging this on the go. And of course, you have your AC adapter that you plug right in this port here. And using VanPower's solar panels, you can bring in 1,800 watts from your panels in series with their special adapter. You also have a ground where you can ground this in. Such a powerful generator, it's going to weigh a little more than your average generator. So this one is coming in at 46 pounds. So it does come with wheels, a handle, and a carrying case. That's right, you can roll this right to your spot without picking this up. Check it out. If you can't pick that up like that, it'd be just simple to just pull the handle, lean it back on its wheels, and pull it, and you're ready to go. Now I'm gonna run a few tests on camera. I've already had this out with me testing this for a couple of months now, on and off camping and on my land. I know what it's capable of, but I wanna show you. So, number one, let's see how fast it takes to charge this thing. From 0 to 100%. Let's see how long it takes to charge this. Okay, so it's supposed to be super fast charging. Let's see how long it takes to charge from 0 to full. I'm going to plug it up. It should come on in a second. And then we're going to hit the timer. There's our screen. We're at 0%. Now we'll start. Okay, it just kicked into overdrive. As soon as it got to 2%, now it's bringing in over 1,700 watts. As soon as it got to 10%, it started charging at over 1,800 watts. Now at 50%, only after almost 1 hour. We're at 81%. The fans are calming down. And we're at 1 hour and 23 minutes. We have now reached 99%, nope, 100%. It just turned over 100% to fully charged. Now, what makes this great to me is because in an emergency, which we keep having a lot of lately, if they tell you a storm is coming in the next hour or 2 hours, you have about 2 hours to plug this into your wall and get it fully charged up for your emergency that's about to come. I think that's absolutely perfect. It's incredible. All solar power generators should have that feature. Now, this unit does have the UPS feature, meaning we can just leave this plugged up at all times. And what will happen is if your lights happen to go out and you have your appliances plugged into this, this will take over, so there will be no interruption in the use of your appliance or your smart devices. Now, with it having all of these features, it also is controllable through your smart device. So this is how you can cut on and off your ambient light. Let's try that right now. We're going to click on our ambient light. Now we have full control over what color we want to change it. Let's change it to yellow. It changes. Now let's change it to blue. So you can change this to various different colors if you want to. How about just a soft white light? You can also control the brightness on that light by just scrolling down. You can cut the VANSPOWERS off with the power button. We're not going to do that right now. You can cut on the AC plug. Right now it is on. You can see the green light. We're going to cut it off. It turned off our AC. Here's our DC. Now let's turn it off. It also gives us a readout of how much percentage we have on our battery, our input, and our output. So we can read this through our smart device while this is somewhere else in our home. So we can control this however we want to. Now imagine you're at camp and it's running and you don't want it running at the moment. You can just simply reach out of your bed, grab your phone or your smart device and shut the thing off to save power. That is awesome to me. So without further ado, usually I run tests on smaller devices like small heaters, electric blankets, a couple of other smaller things with the other solar power generators. But this one is so powerful that we're going straight to the gusto. With this test, I'm going to be running it only through the app. If you got cooling, what's the other thing you want? Heating. So the next thing we're going to go for is a big heater. I'm not sure how many watts this pulls because it doesn't say it anywhere on here, but we're going to get right into it. I know it's powerful. So I'm going to plug this in and let's see what it does. We'll all find out together. Okay, I'm going to be controlling this through the app. So let's cut our AC on. Yes, all the way up. Oh, that feels so good. So this heater on high is pulling 1,265 watts. I'm at 64%, and it's saying I could run 1,268 watts for 1.1 hour. So you're probably also wondering, with the UPS feature, could I be running this while I'm charging this through solar or AC plug? And the answer is yes. You can charge this while you're plugged into your appliance. So you could be charging this while you're running your appliance. Yes. Let's shut it down. There it is. My AC is off. The fans for the solar power generator have shut off, and we're good to go. So we're not done yet. We got cooling, we got heating, and now we got to go straight to cooking. Let's go. Okay, one of the things that we all use is a hot tea kettle. They take a lot of wattage. So we're going to try that right now. Got that plugged in. I'm going to cut it on first and control it with the app. Let me show you this app a little closer. I'm going to cut our AC on. And as you see, we got lights here to indicate it's on. Let's see how many watts this pulls. 870 watts for the tea kettle. But as you see, it can handle it, no problem. Okay, I think that's hot enough for my tea. I don't want it to burn my mouth, so that's good enough. Let's shut her down. So, a lot of us are starting to get our health together. With that being said, there's another machine that most of us have, and if you don't, you might need one, that needs a lot of power. What is it? Let me show you. A food processor or a juicer. We all know they take a lot of power. So we're going to get right into it. I don't have anything in it right now, but we're just going to test the power. I know this one takes a lot of power. All right, we're just going to cut it on. We got power. And now let's hit it and see how much power this pulls. Okay, that was epic. So it pulled that with no problem. Now, I thought it took more power than that, but clearly it doesn't. I'm sure it takes even more power when you have something in it and breaking it down, but still, almost 500 watts, I drink to that. There's one more thing that we use in our houses that would be great in an emergency situation. I always wanted to pair these together, but there's very few solar power generators that's fairly mobile that can handle it. Now, my whole theme is power in an emergency, fast charging, powerful output. What else is the same thing? How about I just show you? Okay, it's time for the final test. Bringing out the big guns, an air fryer. There has not been too many solar power generators that I have tested that can run an air fryer. For one reason or another, whether it's the inverter or whatever reason, they always shut down on me very quickly. So if they're able to handle it, they can only handle it for about 2 seconds. Let's run that test right now. Let's get it plugged in. That was the first test of it just coming on. So we're going to make this test a little bit more special. I got some sweet potato fries. We're just going to throw those babies right on in there. All right. Let's cut on our power. Let's give us some juice through the app. AC. Oh, I cut it off. I'm sorry. Let me cut it back on. There we go. So we got juice. We got reading on this appliance. Now let's cut it on. Let me see if you guys can even see that. Okay, we are on. Now this is gonna be the test of tests right here. This is my ultimate test. So I'm just gonna hit fries. That's 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and start. Can it handle it? $1,367 watts, and it hasn't shut down yet. Remember, this has a 2,000 watt inverter with a 4,000 watt peak. Now I'm going to let this run for a few more minutes because it has already surpassed every test I've ever done with any other solar power generator. Got 1,359 watts pulling. We're at 57% through AC. And it said it could do this for a whole hour. No, I'm sorry. It could do this for 53 minutes. This has 14 minutes on the timer, and our fries are looking fine. We got 1 minute left. The fries is looking fine. We use a lot of energy. Oh, yeah. We went a little too far. So, even though I let my fries get Cajun style, still cooked them to perfection. Now, this is a do-it-all machine right here. I've had it out camping for weeks. This has been out in my tent for about 3 weeks straight. I used it for everything. I had a 400-watt solar panel hooked to it, and it charged back up every single day. Now, when I didn't have any sun out on the days it was raining, I started my gas generator and plugged it into it and charged it with the gas generator. It never let me down. I had smaller generators, smaller solar power generators inside the tent, and I would charge them from this. This is just an all-around machine. There was nothing that this couldn't do. So, if you are interested in the VANSPOWERS Pro 2000, please look in the description box below. I may be able to save you a little money. Click on the link and go straight to it. This one is a contender. When it comes to fast charging, to me, that says emergency preparation. And that's what I'm all about. So, family, this is one for the books. All right? If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. If you have anything to add, please put them in the comment section below. If you want to speak to VANSPOWERS, please put that in the comment section below, and I'll make sure that they see it. All right? Thank you for watching. I know this was a long video. It was a long video for a reason, because I really like this. All right? Live Farmer 73, I love you, and I'm out.